So I have in my stash this beautiful Rifle Paper Company fabric from 2019, I think it says on the salvage. So I might be a little bit of a fabric hoarder, but I decided today I wanted to do something with it. And I also have this Richie's Dairy gift card, and best ice cream ever, by the way, local dairy. And I want to give this as a gift, but I thought, wouldn't it be nice to put a pretty handmade item with my gift card? So I think what I'm going to do is make a gift card holder that is beginner friendly so that you can follow along. And all you'll need is some fabric of your choice. I'm using quilting cotton, obviously. And I'm only going to use 2 5 by 10 inch squares. So I'm going to cut that here soon. And then I'm going to use a little bit of fusible fleece. This is a piece that is left over from another project, and I think it'll be fine to use. And I always save these little pieces because you never know what you might decide to make. So I'm going to cut this at 5 inches by 10 inches. Now I have my 2 5 by 10 inches rectangles. Then I'm going to make the fusible fleece. I'm going to make it 4 by 9 because I want it to fit a 1/2 inch in on each side so that we don't have that extra fusible fleece when we're doing our seams. It'll make our seams much nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, which is a little wonky right now. So let's give it a straight edge here. Ooh, it's just going to be my 9 inches. It's like perfect. I'll just cut a little bit off, clean it up, and go with the 4 inches. Okay, so here's my 4 by 9 inch piece of fusible fleece. Now, I got this at one of the local quilt shops, but you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Walmart, you can get it at Hobby Lobby, wherever you tend to do your shopping. Now, with your fusible fleece, you will feel that there's a bumpy side, those are the glue dots, and then there's a softer side. So when's your bumpy side on the ugly side of your fabric, okay? And try to center it so you have about a 1/2 inch on each side. And then we're going to press, and this fusible fleece can take a little while for the glue to activate, just a little while. The main thing is whenever you are done, don't pick at it right away to see if it fit, see if it attached. Let it cool. You're gonna let it cool for, I don't know, like a minute or so. And then I like to flip it over and do this side as well, because this side is closer to the glue dots and you're not going through so much fabric. There is that one. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to put pretty side to pretty side and have our fleece facing up, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to run around one long side, both short sides, and then about 2 inches in on each of the last long side. So we leave a hole so that we can flip. So make sure, I like to start here and then go around and then here and here, okay? So that's what we'll do next. Okay, so I have my stitch length at the default 2.5. I didn't change anything. I'm going to run a straight stitch using about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I'm going to, so it's right at the edge of my fusible fleece. And when I get to the end, I will pivot, and I will continue doing this until I get to where I'm going to stop to make my turn, so that I will have an opening of about 3 inches, I'd say. 3-inch opening will work to do our turns. So you finish sewing yours, and I'll see you back at the cutting table. Leave your gap, your no sew zone, and don't forget to do your back stitch. Now, just like we've done before, to make it cleaner when we turn our fabric out, I'm going to cut off those corners. And just like before, it won't cut cleanly. Making sure to get close, but not cut through your thread. You don't want to cut through that thread. And I'm going to go ahead and do all 4 corners. That one. And then I hadn't decided whether I wanted to get rid of some of that bulk. I do have quite a bit. I think I'm going to take some of the excess fabric off as well, now that I have my stitches in. So I'm just making sure that I'm about 1/4 inch from my thread line. And on this side where I'm going to be doing the turn, the flipping under for it to close my hole, I'm going to leave just a little bit more so that I have the ability to fold this fabric under a little bit easier. So go ahead and then turn it out. Get out your chopstick if you want. Don't use the edge of your scissors, whatever you do. And there we have. It's already wanting to turn, which is nice. Oh, I just love this fabric. So pretty. Rifle Paper Company makes some of the prettiest floral fabrics. So there we have it. And I'm just going to go ahead and give this a good press. I am going to get my chops. Ooh, sorry. That was probably a little loud. I'm going to go ahead and get my chopstick and turn those corners out just a little more. They look pretty good, but pretty good isn't quite good enough. We want them nice and squared. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a good press and roll out those edges so you get a nice edge the whole way around. Now that we're all pressed, I want to find the center. So I'm going to fold it in half and just take my little pin and mark that as center. And then I'm going to bring one side up, not to the center, about 1/4 inch below the center. I'm going to put a clip there because I want to make sure that my gift card's going to fit in there. Woo! Look at that. It fits. Okay. And then I will fold the other one down to about 1/4 inch from center. Same size. There are my clips. And clip that one as well. You might be saying, Mia, what in the world are you doing? And then we have this. We'll be able to put a gift card here and a gift card here. Or if you don't want to give them 2 gift cards, do a little, hey, just thinking of you on a little business card or something. And then we'll be able to flip this and have it close. Okay, so then it'll be like this. Now, how you want to close it is up to you. You could do Velcro. You could do a snap. You could do a little ribbon. Tie or sew a little ribbon here, and make a bow. That might be really pretty, but a little bit of a pain to get into because if they want to reuse this in their purse, the best might be a snap or Velcro. So whichever one you are more comfortable with, whether you're at the Velcro level or if you have the tools, they look something like, mine's here, something like this to do snaps. Then if you have the snap ability, go ahead and do a snap. If you feel like, no, Mia, I'm not there yet, then go ahead and just put some Velcro. But do that before you do anything else. Before we sew anything, now that we know where our clips are going to be, figure out where you want your snap or your Velcro to be. I would say right in here. And put a little mark. So, where's my pen? Here. So I'm just going to put like a little mark here. And then little mark there, and I will measure that to make sure that they line up. And this comes right off with heat, so it doesn't matter if I did mess it up a little. I won't do anything until I'm positive. Okay, so let me pause there, decide which one I'm going to use and what I want to show you. So to keep it beginner friendly, I did decide to just add Velcro right where I made the dots, and then that will fold in, connect, and hold everything closed. Okay, but now we need to sew this shut or it's not going to hold anything. So putting my clips back in, making sure that everything is in relation to that pin that found my center, making sure that everything is even. Going to go ahead and reclip. And then I am going to run down this side and down this side, and we will be done. That's it. Just down this side. And when we run down this side, it will actually close up that opening that we left. We've never done anything with. When we close this up, it'll actually close that up. Okay, so we're just gonna run down one side and down the other. I think that's it. Now all we have to do is make sure that our gift card fits in our gift card case. And look at that, it does. And now it's a reusable little card case. I hope you enjoyed.